Hello. So for Issues and Trends, the book that I chose to read is called Forest Therapy by Sarah Ivens. I thought it was a good book. It was pretty helpful. It was very, very descriptive and it was very well written. So it was a good read. It wasn't boring. So yeah, my experience with the book was that it was good. I found it interesting. I didn't find like it was like reading a textbook. I found that it kept my interest and I could just read it no problem. So it was a good read. Does this book follow through on how it advertises itself? Well, the book advertises itself as seasonal ways to embrace nature for a happier you, and it does exactly that. It goes through summer, winter, fall, and spring, and it gives ideas on what to do during each of those seasons, like activities, ways to make yourself happier, things to do outside, activities. There's a lot of detail for each season on things you could do regarding like things inside, outside, seasonal events and things, and also gives examples of what they do in different countries as well. So that's really interesting. Would you recommend this for TR practitioners, and if so, to whom? So I've seen a lot of research in TR on young adults and adolescents doing adventure therapy. So I think that forest therapy would be really good for them, and it could give some TR practitioners good ideas on what they can do with adolescents and youth and young adults, which would be very beneficial to them. Your favorite parts of the book, what would you take away from it? Okay, so my favorite parts of the book are that it's very, very descriptive in what each season has to offer, and like it gives you a lot of good ideas, like some things I've never thought about before. So I like that. I also like there's a few like doodles in there as well, which are really nice. And honestly, my favorite part about it is just how well written it is. It's almost poetic. Sarah Ivens is an amazing author. Any areas that could be explored more in depth, any gaps in information, what is the next step on this topic? So I don't think there's anything else that could be more in depth for this, because I think the author did a really good job on being very detailed. Gaps in information, she covered every season. She covered pretty much anything you could possibly do in each of these seasons to embrace a happier version of yourself. So I think that's great. And then what is the next step on the topic? So I think the next step on the topic of forest therapy would be to put it into use, try it out with some clients, see how they like it, and then maybe even record the results and see if there are any trends that are happening and see if the clients are benefiting from the suggestions from the book. So I would say that is the next step for the topic of forest therapy. But yeah, if you're interested in adventure therapy or nature or forest therapy, this is about as far in depth about nature as you can get, and how to incorporate that into recreation therapy. You can incorporate it very easily. So yeah, I would suggest reading this. It's very good. And yeah, Forest Therapy by Sarah Ivens. And I got this from the Toronto Public Library. So it's very easy to get a hold of. You don't have to buy it. And yeah, if anyone reads it, let me know how they find it, and I hope you enjoy.